One of the things that usually comes with a bad call is essentially an acceptance from the team and broadcasting crew that benefited, with them usually staying quiet courtesy of the fact that everyone has calls that both go against them and for them at different times. But there have been a few circumstances where the calls were so egregious that even the opposing broadcasters have been mortified by it, and we just got a recent example of this in a game between the A's and Mets. Jose Leclerc was on the mound versus New York in the top of the 8th, down by 3 runs. After retiring the first batter on a weak ground ball back to the mound, Tyrone Taylor would lace a fastball deep to right, a ball that would end up getting just over the head of Lawrence Butler, who probably didn't take the best angle on it, resulting in a runner being on third base with just 1 out. It would be then that on a 0-1 count to the next batter, Luis Angel Acuna, Leclerc would pick towards third base, probably trying to keep Taylor close, but almost immediately the umpire at third signaled a balk, prompting this response from the Mets broadcasting crew.
And a pickoff try at third. It picked off the third baseman. Urshela was not there, and they call a balk. It's a balk.
It's not a balk.
It's not a balk. I think they're saying because Urshela wasn't holding the bag. That's a bad call by Nick Marley, I think.
If you didn't already know that that was the away broadcast, you probably could be easily convinced that those were Oakland's play-by-play guys because of how mortified they were instantaneously, and I totally understand why. While it was theorized that the umpires called this because the third baseman wasn't close enough to the bag, I struggle to see where that was true, as he literally only had to take 2 steps to get within reach of potentially tagging the runner. And yeah, while he may not have looked like he was the most aware, that could have totally been part of the play. You just can't know for sure. Either way, this wouldn't go on to matter all that much, considering that Acuna would single later on in the AB, and the Mets overall would knock in a few more additional runs before finally ending the game 8-0. Still, like I said, it is rare when you have opposing announcers rallying against calls that benefit their team, so I thought it was worth pointing out. Now, I want to know what you guys think. Should this have been a balk, or do you agree with the Mets broadcasters that it was a bad call? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Now, thank you so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed today's video, and if you did, please consider liking and subscribing and checking out any one of these recommended videos. Have a great rest of your day, everybody, and I'll see you in the next one.